Hi guys, I'm back. Hopefully I'll be posting videos every week now. So basically today I just decided to share an experience that I had in 2016. Something that I call my almost side chick moment. I actually don't know what to call it, to be honest. But like it was just so weird now that I think about it. It was literally like a movie, guys. Like it was like so weird. So anyway, it was 2016. I just finished writing my exams in November, and I went back home in Joburg. And then on a Sunday, me and my friends decided we're gonna go to Forest Farmer Market, which is like this really nice, chilled place. It's like just full of beautiful people and a lot of good food, like a lot. And there was like this guy from America who acted in Empire, and I decided to take like a picture with him. And then I posted a picture on Instagram and Facebook on the same day, I think. And then I got a DM, you know? I got a DM from this guy called Halleck. He's like 23. And then he was 23. And he was like, hey, I saw you at Farmers today, but I wasn't quite sure if it was you. And I wanted to come say hi. And I was like, oh, that's me. You should just come and say hi. And then we just basically started a conversation like that, right? And then like he would ask me where am I from, and I was like, oh, like where do I stay? And I was like, I stay in Sunny Hill. It's like, me too. I'm like, what? What a coincidence and stuff. And then he asked me what I'm doing, and I was like, I'm a student at Rhodes University. And then I asked him what he's doing, and he was like, he's studying he's working in Rosebank, right? Which was kind of weird because at that moment I was at my friend's place in Rosebank for like a whole week. So I was like, oh, that's funny because I'm in Rosebank. He was like, what? I'm like, yeah. And then he was like, maybe after work him and his friend will come by and say hi, right? So I'm like, okay, I'll ask my friend, and my friend didn't mind. So basically they came by, and yeah, we met the guys, and they were quite cool. They were cool guys, type of thing. Yeah. So I'm just laughing because I'm just thinking about the story as I'm telling it. I don't even know like how I'm gonna tell it or where to even start. So yeah, so what happened is they invited us over to a bride, but we couldn't make it that evening. And then yeah, so we just kept on talking and stuff like that. And then I was back at home, and I was having like a chilled section with my brothers and my friends. So I invited him over, and he asked if he could bring his friends, and it did, and the whole squad came. And they were kind of like, they were cool guys, like they were a nice bunch basically. And yeah, so basically so so we just basically got to know each other, but like I honestly just saw him as a friend. Like I wasn't expecting anything out of it, because like obviously, no, not obviously, but like I liked someone then. Like my heart was already like occupied and stuff. So, but like he seemed like a really nice guy, and him and his friends actually to keep as friends, something like that. Like yeah, so basically so then we chilled. It was fun, and then they left, and then he went to Durban, right? He went to Durban, and he had told me that he's going to Durban. Then straight after Durban, he's gonna come back to Joburg, and then he's gonna go to Zanzibar, and he'll be back on the 11th, right, of January. And it asked me not to leave early because I was gonna leave early, but like there was no way of changing it because I had to come back to Rhodes for a friend of mine. So yeah, so this is where the story actually starts. So yeah, so what happened is, guys, oh my gosh. So yeah, so basically he came back to Joburg on the 26th of December. That's my birthday. And he was like, oh, it's your birthday. Can I actually take you out? Do you want to come chill? Then later on we'll go out to Center and type of thing. And I was like, okay, you can come get me, but like, you know, you have to bring me back like before 8, and then like at 9 you can get me again, because me and my family have this dinner thing that we're having tonight, type of thing. So he was like, okay, cool. So he came and fetched me. I had a little bottle of champagne that I came with. Then he had like also alcohol, and then then we're going to his place. But then Manja Uputi is passing. So as we're going, like this guy is passing his place. So I'm just like, hi Uputi. Your house is in Sunny Hill, where you going? You know? And then he's like, no, he left his keys with Tando. Tando's his roommate, one of his other guy friends, so cool. And basically he left his keys with Tando because he's going to Zanzibar, so he's staying at his sister's place, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, but is your sister gonna be fine? You bring your girl, because she doesn't know me, obviously. He's like, no, don't worry about it, plus she's gone shopping. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we go to Poleshof now. Poleshof is not far from my place. It's like 15 minutes away. No, it's actually 5 minutes. I don't know, but it's not that far. So anyway, we get to the complex. Now, the way the complex is set up, it's like, as you enter, like, the back door for each house is actually at the front. Then the front door is at the back. Yeah, something like that. So he goes, parks the car, we get out, we enter through the front door, and then he locks the door, and in my head I'm thinking, why is he locking the door? But like, at the same time, like, I'm not there, so I'm just like, not thinking too much about it. Then we get in, and then basically like the kitchen and the sitting room is sort of like connected. So we're sitting at the kitchen, by the kitchen table, and then we're playing music, obviously, you know, got our glasses, opening our booze. And then he takes our board games, which I love. Like, I love board games, something like that. So now we're about to like start playing board games, and he was teaching me. So he started about like, he taught me this other board game that I've never played before, which was really nice, right? So we start playing, and like, I'm very competitive, so I'm like trying to win. So it was getting fun, you know? It was nice and fun. Then the next thing, guys, the next thing, like, this guy starts panicking. Like, he literally starts panicking. So now I'm lost. Like, why is he panicking, you know? But like, I'm trying to keep calm because, you know, I know how to keep calm sometimes, you know. So I'm trying to like, you know, and he says to me, Pamela, like, please, like, I'm begging you, please, can you come out the back door? What? So, and I'm like, sorry, like, guys, I was so shocked. I was like, what? He's like, no, please, I'll explain everything to you. Like, please come out the back door. So now, like, you know, I have like two reactions. People who know me will tell you this. Like, either I become mute or stubborn, right? And when I become mute, it's probably like the best reaction you want to get from me. It usually means that my brain hasn't really registered what's going on, or I'm too shocked, or I just have no energy to say anything, right? So I'm like, at this moment, I'm like, okay, like, I don't know what's going on, but like, I decide, okay, sure, I just come out, but I don't say anything, I just come out, and I'm thinking, like, I feel so disrespected right now, and I'm walking basically to, like, towards the road and stuff like that, and as I'm walking out of the house, I see a woman like coming around, because she sort of like saw me come out, and then she calls me, and then she goes, oh, hey, why are you coming out? You're already in, you know? And I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, come here. I'm like, okay. Like, I'm literally not registering anything at this moment. I just woke up to her, and then she's like, oh, who are you? I'm like, oh, I'm Halik's friend, you know, because I'm talking to the sister. I'm Halik's friend. And then she's like, do you know who I am? I'm like, yes, you're Halik's sister, you know? And then she's like, oh, is that what he told you? So I'm just like, yeah, you know? And she's like, okay, anyway, let's go enter through the back door. So now, you know, I'm just like, okay. So we go behind, we go at the back, and she enters, but something just tells me, ungangeni, like, go, don't get it, you know? So I decide I'm not getting in, and then she looks at me, she goes, come in. I'm like, no, I'm fine. She's like, no, come in. I'm like, no, I'm fine, yeah, thank you. And then she goes to Halik, Halik, why are you taking forever to open the door? Also, why did you lie to her and say I'm your sister? I'm not your sister, I'm your girlfriend. What? My mind went blank. My thoughts disappeared. I was just like shook, you know. I was like, what? Cause like, I didn't even understand why he lied. Like, just say you have a girlfriend, bruh. Like, I really, like, I don't understand. Okay, maybe I do now, but I didn't understand in that moment. I was just like, what the fuck? You know, if your girlfriend was here, you could have just told your girlfriend I'm coming, then we could have all chilled together. After all, like, we're just friends, you know. Well, I mean, we're just getting to know each other as friends anyway, you know. So I was just like so shocked, you know. I was so shocked, you know. And then Alec is trying to like act cool, but at the same time he doesn't even know what to say, and then he tries to explain to me, and then she's like, listen here, I'm talking to you, and then the next thing she turns to me, and then she's like, how did you get here? So then I figured that she's trying to see if Halleck went to fetch me. So now, like, I'm just annoyed at this point. I just want to go home, I just want to go home type of thing. So I just respond back to it, and I'm like, talk to your man. And she's like, no, I'm asking you woman to woman. I'm like, babes, like, talk to your man. Because at this point, I just want to go home, But like, anyway, then she turns back to Halleck, and she's like, actually, you know what? You have 10 minutes to go upstairs in your room, pack all your stuff, like pack all of it. Pack your things and get out of my house. Anything you leave behind, I will give it to the homeless or throw it in the bin. Then Haley goes upstairs, starts packing his thing. Then the girl comes to me, and then she's like, please can I ask you, this woman to woman talk that she likes. You didn't know that Halleck had a girlfriend? So in my head I'm like, oh, so I answer her and I'm like, no. And then she's like, what about Instagram? My pictures are all over. And I'm just like, he follows me. I only have him on Facebook, right? And she's like, oh, okay. Have you guys hooked up? What? And she's like, have you guys hooked up? I was so hurt. I was like, what the fuck? I just said this boy is my friend when I met you outside. Like, what you take me for, So now I'm just like, no, our lips are never been touched, And then like, I'm getting even more annoyed and shit, So like, I'm just like, oh gosh, can you just calm down so I can go? And then I don't know what she did, whatever. She just went to see if he's almost done, whatever. Then Helen came downstairs, and then we were walking, right? So now we're walking towards the car, but I'm just quiet. Like, I'm not saying anything at this point. Then we get in the car, and then as we get in the car, then he says to me, he's like to me, are we still going to Sentin later? And I'm just like, what? Then this boy just asked me if we go to Sentin still, after everything that just happened. I'm like, wow. I was so shook. I was just like, take me home. Don't care what he was saying afterwards. I don't remember what he was saying afterwards. All I knew was at that moment, So now he's driving me home. But then now, then I start thinking to my way home. I can't actually go home. Because if I go home, I'm going to have to explain to my mom why I'm back early when I said I'm coming just around 8, right? So I'm like, okay, let me go to my friend's place up the road. Because, like, guys, I'm like a bad liar. Like, I suck at lying. And I was not going to be able to lie to my mom. And I was definitely not about to tell her the story because it was so embarrassing. So I decided that I'm going to go to my friend, Palisa, up the road. And I text her and I'm telling her I'm on my way. She won't believe what just happened, right? So we get to Palisa's place. She was already outside. And I basically get off the car. I'm not even hearing what he's saying. I'm not even paying attention. I'm just leaving, basically. Then I go in, basically I go in Palisa's house and I start telling my friend, like, what just happened. Like, the whole story, basically. So now this boy is like blowing up my phone. He's texting. So we decide to check what he's saying, And then he's like, Pumla, I'm really sorry about what just happened. Basically trying to explain the whole thing. And then he's like, yeah, I made a U-turn. I'm outside. I have a booty. Like, why? Like, why are you outside? So then now I'm just like, you know what? Let me go. Because I didn't actually get a chance to voice out my voice and tell him like how I felt, because I just felt disrespected. I was just like, you disrespected me and your girlfriend, and you basically made me a side chick when I was not even anything to you. Such disrespect, So I got there and I'm ready to start talk to him and tell him how I felt. And I get there and he just started apologizing and talking, and he just defeats me. I don't know, I feel like guys, sometimes I don't know if you think we're stupid. Honestly, some of the excuses that you guys give or how you try to justify things is so stupid, and I don't know if you think that we actually believe what you're saying. And I just felt like I didn't even want to waste my breath at that moment. I was just so annoyed to a point that I couldn't say anything, you know. All I could say was, I can't believe you did that, you know. And I basically just got off the car and I left because my friend was waiting for me by the gates anyway, you know. And I left. And then as I was walking into the house with my friend, he sends me another text and he's just like, he's really sorry. I'm just that hot. That's all he told me. I'm just that hot. So, you disrespect your girlfriend and myself. And it's all my fault because I'm just that hot. So when I hear your own plans with me, okay. Yeah, guys, I was speechless. Like, I literally didn't know what to say. Like, I was like, wow. Like, I was wow. But all I knew was, I don't even want to be friends with him anymore. That's all I knew. Like, I don't actually want anything to do with him and stuff. But it was just really funny. Like I wish I could, like, yeah, it was literally like a movie, guys. Like, it was just weird. Like, I've never been in a situation like that. But it was just, yeah, it was an experience. Yeah, it was an experience. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to my almost side chick moment story. Yeah, and like, guys, if you really like this video or this story and you want to hear more about my life or anything you want to hear about my life, just comment below and let me know. Subscribe also, DM me. But like next week I'm thinking of doing like a poem that I wrote to someone I liked. But anyway, yeah, so, but if you have like any suggestions of like what you want me to talk about and stuff, like, just let me know. And thank you so much. Bye, guys.
You think it's a photo shoot? Cameras pop, strike a pose, strike a pose, strike a pose. Cameras pop, strike a pose, strike a pose, strike a pose. Fuck my foes, they ain't shit with my bros.